Okay, now we're good.
We're going? Okay. As long as we're rolling.
We're rolling.
Okay. I'm Jason Merrill with Blackbird Finery. Today we're going to make the chocolate a la Arctic soda. Very simple. You need 1 ounce of chocolate syrup and
Oh, that looks so good.
that is this entire little...
It's like diabetes in a can. Sign me up. Is that dark chocolate?
Actually, just regular. Now, the issue with particularly thick sauces or syrups like this is they tend to stay in the measuring container. But in this case, we also need 2 ounces of plain cream. So I've got the half and half here.
Okay.
So
most of the stuff you can get at a grocery store. Nothing super fancy.
Yes. Available pretty much everywhere.
So is the chocolate syrup like a coffee item? Tradition?
Either you can find it in with the coffee section or the baking section or near the ice creams. And that's where I found this one, was near the ice cream section. So that's theoretically 1 ounce of cream. And let me do another one.
So how big of a serving is this going to make? Is this going to make something for both of us, or is this going to make something for you?
It says a 10-ounce glass.
Okay.
So technically a one person, but these are very shareable.
Okay. Depending on how sweet it is, it might be more shareable.
Right.
Jason was saying that one of the earlier demonstrations he did for the panel was super duper sweet, and if he kind of made it into 2 drinks, it would be a little bit more tolerable for today's audience.
I would have halved the amount of the syrups. Instead of 1 ounce each, I would have done half an ounce. And then...
So can we talk about where you find these recipes? Because these are all like 1890s-ish?
This one's from 1909.
Okay.
And it's from a publication called the DISPENSER'S FORMULARY, which was a publication from a pharmaceutical industry trade magazine.
So was this like were sodas always kind of a drugstore thing?
They started out as purely a drugstore item.
Okay. So that's not just like a 1950s stereotype.
Oh, no.
A reoccurring trend.
In the 1860s, you had this series of events that all happened around the same time. One of them was the ability to carbonate water on site. So instead of relying on a mineral spring for carbonated water, you could do it on your own. You had your pharmacists making flavors to add to their medicines because the liquid medicines tasted horrible.
Understandably so.
All you had was one pharmacist who decided to add a little flavor to one of those carbonated waters he had been mixing up, and the rest is history. Now,
what were the first flavors? Do you know?
Basically all of your
bubble gum, like.
Well, no, not bubble gum, but your basic fruit flavors.
Okay.
I mean, it started out as essences of strawberry, pineapple, peach, what have you, and those essences were made by just kind of like they do the vanilla essence today. They macerate it in alcohol and draw off just the concentrated flavor.
Yum.
So let's see. 1 ounce chocolate, 2 ounces plain cream, 2 ounces of ice cream. So.
And again, y'all, we're making a chocolate a la Arctic soda.
Ooh.
1909.
So, since that's going to fall.
Mike.
There we go.
Well, we've had a couple of people in here pop in.
Oh, good. There we go. Okay. Set that down there. Put this back in the freezer before I forget.
Like different quality ice creams with these yet?
I've not had the chance to do a whole bunch of different ones.
Okay.
I have used both plain Mayfield vanilla, Haagen-Dazs vanilla, and this is the Bluebell. And they all do about the same. I mean, it depends on your personal preference for whatever vanilla flavor
Right.
you
prefer more of a
like, you
bean
prefer, yeah.
or more of a cream.
So let's see. I love it when it says sufficient shaved ice. Well, what do you consider sufficient? So,
As opposed to like excellent or subpar.
whoop. There we go.
Is it just consistent? Is it efficiently shaved?
Well, sufficient, as in a proper amount. Let me make sure I get some of that syrup down off the side, and then it says shake well together. So, this comes the fun part. You put on the lid of your shaker, and you hope it doesn't go anywhere. Because there's a thick bit of ice cream in here, you want to shake it up as much as you can to break up that ice cream. Hopefully the ice helps with that.
Sufficiently.
Let's see here.
What kind of consistency does this have? Does this have like milkshake consistency? Because we're using
Yeah,
ice cream?
should be fairly thick. This is a little larger than a 10
So
ounce,
this is
but
not like a root beer float kind of
my hands are
consistency.
cold. No. At least it shouldn't be. Now, does it say? Oof.
This one doesn't have egg in it, right?
Correct. No egg. It doesn't say strain, but that's normally why you put it in a shaker like this.
Yeah, I think all the chocolate ones that you've made for me thus far have like egg white in them.
Yes. Egg white gives you a lovely foam to it. Whoop. Actually, we're not going to strain it because it doesn't say to strain.
No stress.
No stress.
Ooh. That does look like a milkshake.
Well, and I'm also supposed to fill it with carbonated water. I think I need a larger glass.
Yeah, I don't
let's
see much
see.
space for that.
That's not.
Is that bigger? Oh no. I guess we are making 2 glasses.
Yeah, let's just do it half and half.
Sweet.
So, whoop. Little ice cream there, half and half. Whatever's left. Man, that's cold. And now let me move this out of the way. And now the carbonated water.
That part.
And there you go. It's the chocolate a la Arctic.
So is crushed ice kind of a specialty, novelty thing of drugstores at this time period? Because refrigerators weren't a thing in 1909, really.
Well, they
you
were.
had like ice boxes, right?
You had ice boxes, and you would chip the ice. And then they had, would you have that one?
Thank you.
They would take an ice block and chip it or shave it,
Right.
and you ended up with a ton of entrepreneurs selling various devices to shave or crack or whatever. A lot of the ones that get shaken ask for a hunk of ice about the size of a walnut. And that's fairly consistent across a bunch of recipes. And that's primarily just to break up whatever's in the shaker. A lot of times that would be an egg drink. That's good.
It is unusual to have chocolate in a soda flavor. I think I'm just like getting over the shock of it.
I like it, but it's not something you're used to. Just say chocolate and
right, like I'm used
milk.
to like milky flavors of chocolate.
Correct.
So it's
Correct. So the
it's
little
an initial shock, but
the
I
little
like
bit of
it.
fizz, it's a little watery, but once you get used to it, it's really good.
No, that's super yummy. Chocolate a la Arctic. Chocolate milkshake soda, basically.
And I mean, once again, it's very simple. It's chocolate syrup, a little cream, a little ice cream.
Yeah, no, that's super yummy.
Shake it up with some shaved ice or cracked ice or ice cubes, and then add some plain soda water on top.
Yum.
If you don't have a soda siphon, I tend to use these. Just your standard Sipho plain soda. You don't want anything with any extra flavors to it. No extra added minerals or, hint of lime or anything like that. You just want plain carbonated water.
Yeah, the hint of lime would have thrown off that chocolate flavor pretty bad.
Yes.
Okay.
They tend to mess things up.